Okay, the focus of this, while you're listening, think about this. Don't let anyone's life pace define how you should be doing or where you should be at this time. You should be here or there or doing this and look at so and so. Don't do that. Everybody has their own place. Have fun. Well, here it is, the 70s. I am newly divorced and dating a lot. You know, remember the 70s? Those of you who are old enough? That was, well, actually it started in the 60s. But I was with my parents and then in that short marriage, so I really didn't experience the freedom that was available to especially women. I mean, it's always been available to men, but women had a freedom at that time that was totally unprecedented, and I took advantage of it quite a lot. I had a lot of fun. I did a lot of things. Concerts. I took up modeling. In modeling, I was to keep my figure, which was 136 pounds at 5'11", so I was a stick. I wore a size 4. I would like to just be in an 8 right now, let alone a 4. I didn't eat very much, and it was a lot of fun. But I also had a day job. I had to work, obviously, because modeling is just like acting. You know, you try and you work and you hope to be discovered. And I went to New York for a tryout, and the venue was to have a lot of people watch you. And I didn't do well in runway. I was too, what they wanted in those days were bouncy blondes, and as you can see, I'm not exactly a bouncy blonde. And they actually told me that I should go to Europe, that I would have a much better opportunity there. I didn't have the energy to push myself out there that far. I was rebellious, but that was a big step, and I had not yet learned to trust myself, which I did later on in the 70s, and that'll be on another session. But I was really having a difficult time with dealing with all the rejection in modeling. My day job was fun, and I met a lot of great people in the few jobs that I had, and one of them ended quite abruptly, and I'm going to have a whole session for that. So the 70s were wonderful. It really let me see the landscape. I had met this guy who was a stockbroker, and little did I know that it was a harbinger of what I was going to be doing at the time. But he came from a wealthy family, and he showed me things that I was totally ignorant to, because remember, I came from this really strict European upbringing. So he would take me to restaurants, and we'd have lobster. I never had lobster in my life. We'd go for drinks after work, and we'd sit in a bar with a bunch of guys in suits, and they were all having drinks, and that was just a life that I never had. And he took me on vacations. It was really a great experience. I had never been on vacation with my parents ever. We never went anywhere. Like I said, my father was a factory worker. We barely had enough money. We had clothes and we ate well and we were clean. But other than that, we had no money for anything else. So this was me breaking out, experiencing so many different things. Stay tuned to find out all those things.